dinosaurs went extinct because, and I quote,
1, 2, 3.
And now for something completely different.
their farts turned the air trashy.
What I do is I look a woman up and down and I say,
I'm coming to join you! Bitch! Shit.
Oh, is that too far?
Oh, you want to get into things?
Well, I mean...
No. Let's get into things. Let's get real. Everybody, Bojack wants to get real. Cancel the bubble round, because we're getting real.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of No Time to Binge, the weirdest show where we almost review things. But what we do is we watch the dinosaur humor. But yeah, so what we do here is we watch the very first episode of something and the last episode of something, and then we make up a whole bunch of weird stuff in the middle, mostly to try to get Dylan to scoff or chortle because he is just a stone man over there. Never breaks character, and I love that.
He's stoned?
Well, yeah, we live in Colorado. He's always
I might
stoned.
be
Okay,
around
fair.
here somewhere.
Valid.
But obviously, I'm Zacadactyl. We'll be taking care of all these dinosaur things and questions and theories. With me, as always, Mr. Dylan. Dinosaur Dylan. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine.
Dino Dylan.
Sure.
I love it.
I was literally just changing my name to that, but you called me out, so
That's not true.
okay.
Biachiosaurus.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh, yeah. That's
That's
like,
the scientific name.
yeah, that's like
Yeah.
a throat cold, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Is
B,
that, that just because you go, ah?
Ah,
Oh, such a
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's the sound you make.
Now, how did you feel about cartoon dinosaurs, B? I guess almost
Um,
cartoon dinosaurs.
I'm obsessed with cartoon dinosaurs. Cartoon dinosaurs are my entire life.
Oh, good.
Ev-
this-
Everything I do revolves around cartoon dinosaurs.
Then this is gonna be
I
a
have
lengthy
dedicated
podcast.
every second of my existence to cartoon dinosaurs.
Oh,
Okay.
well, then you're gonna get
I will
all
die
of my...
without them.
Well, I'm not gonna be the one to take them away from you, especially not today.
Good.
But the man who will, because he's a curmudgeon, Mr. Michael Colby. How are you, sir?
I'm curmudgeonly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm
Yeah.
curmudgeonly. That's my natural state, but especially when you make me watch some cartoon dinosaur.
Well, I mean,
I would
honestly,
like no cartoon dinosaur. I will gladly give up all of my cartoon dinosaurs to be.
Oh, well,
you
thank
can have
you.
all of my cartoon dinosaurs.
That is so generous.
what? And you just want to watch Fate: A Winx Saga nonstop?
I think I would rather watch Fate: A Winx Saga than this.
All right, well, we're going to get into Camp Cretaceous, Jurassic World soon. But first, obviously, we got some Patreon members, and they have some questions for you folks. So if you don't mind, go through some of these. And I guess we're going to start out with Michael Colby. Michael Colby, Seaman Moat would like to know, are there any weird things you do around people when no one's watching?
Why would I do something weird around people if they weren't watching? I do the weird stuff to get attention.
Yeah, so they're not watching it first, and then they do watch,
Oh,
right?
then yeah.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Well, I don't normally like to touch people in ways that they don't enjoy, but I will make some weird loud sudden noises just so people look, and then I'll do a fun dance.
Okay. Well, what was the last funny noise that you made?
Whoop!
All right. Well, oh, it's long. Okay, cool. Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Seaman Moat, for the question.
I'm glad that you are a fan. I would like to keep you around for as long as possible. So if I need to talk about Come more than I already do, let me know, and I will.
Well, if there's one thing I know, Simo is going to flood the DMs with responses to you. So let's see. B, Aliferous Pig would like to know, how long could you sit doing nothing or just staring at the wall?
That was
Did you ask me
literally
this one last time?
last
Is that the same
week.
question? Oh
Yeah.
no. That's crazy. All right. Well, there's plenty more because we have a lot of questions. But let's see here. We have, how many sheep do you need to count before you fall asleep?
I mean, I usually keep around like 3 or 4 sheep around the house just for the occasion. Sometimes I will need to borrow a sheep or 2 from the neighbors. But typically you can get by with like 1 or 2 sheep, counting them.
Then you're
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, and then I'm out. I just have them like hop over my bed. Sometimes I have to clean up sheep shit, but like it's fine. It wears me out. Yeah, I'd say 1 or 2.
Yeah. Well, with only 2.
Conservatively. Yeah.
2 shits. That's not a lot of shits.
I think everyone should keep some sheep on hand just for the occasion.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Dylan, pulling my paracoism would like to know, what do you do if you get to meet all of your lookalikes at once?
I mean, battle royale. Like,
You're gonna fight them all.
that's the only reason that everyone who looks like me would be in the same place.
Would you punch yourselves in the face? Or
I mean, probably.
is
It
like,
depends on
is
if
it
there's something laying around to use.
you're gonna use something to punch somebody in the face with it?
Sorry, I came to this with the assumption that I'm in some sort of like coliseum.
I don't know. I mean,
Like, I'm in a coliseum and there's a whole bunch of people that look like me, and we have to fight to the death to see who's the truest.
I kind of read this question as like it was a coincidence that all of your lookalikes were at one place, and I don't know why you'd be at the Coliseum looking for a fight.
Same answer. Battle royale.
No, that actually works.
Yeah.
Now I think about it. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Michael Colby, Dolph Dirigible would like to know: have you ever got any hints from your past life?
Hints from my past life?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No,
Perfect.
I've been this way. Like, it's been a couple hundred years.
You are your past life.
Yes.
It looks like it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that actually makes sense. Now we're seeing this. as a
Wow.
visual
I mean,
podcast.
I looked like this since I was 10, and
oof,
it's just sort of been this way ever since. So
that's a nice beer for 10.
I looked
Yeah.
rough. I looked rough for 10, but I looked pretty good for 600.
What's your skincare routine like?
Lengthy.
No, surprisingly not. It's just a little bit of cinnamon and some
Cinnamon?
you just jerk off into your hand, sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on
Okay.
there,
Yeah.
Let me take notes.
and then
Okay.
that's all there is to it.
Does it have to
Well,
be my
damn.
hand or your hand?
It can be your hand,
Okay.
but then the good thing about it is, see, it's not like a moisturizer, it's like a mask, so then you do
I
have
see.
to peel it off. So I would do it an hour or 2 before you have to leave the house, because you will get some weird looks if you just have it on there.
If you
So-
have like a semen mask on your face.
Yeah.
I've
It has
done it before. It's weird.
It has to be your semen though.
Yeah.
Now, Michael, can you get more basic bitch than a pumpkin spice semen head mask?
No,
Okay, perfect.
but it's basic because it works. Why do you think
Yeah.
everybody does the pumpkin spice thing?
we don't need elaborate Elon Musk stuff.
Yeah,
got
we
a
don't
point.
need 600 ingredients that you can't pronounce. It's just
Yeah.
cum and cinnamon.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm
Man,
drinking
if there's
some in my
anyone-
coffee right now.
if there's anyone on Earth who's obsessed with their own semen, it's Elon Musk.
yeah.
That's true. And
Well, he
honestly,
names
like,
each sperm. It's weird.
and to think about some musk sperm is filthy.
Musky
This one is
sperm.
Musky sperm.
Yeah,
Okay, B.
that's where the name of his daughter came from. It was the 1179874 sperm that made it.
That was the musky ones.
Yeah.
Oh. B. Jackson Chive would like to know.
Yeah.
No matter how much money someone gives you, you would never do what?
Live past the age 40.
Oh,
I just
Just
wouldn't do
not-
it.
Just not gonna do it.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I don't care how much you pay me. Like once
No
I
matter.
hit 40, I'm done. I'm clocking out. I'm checking out.
All right, that's perfect.
Call up the Grim Reaper. Tell him to pick me up. I'm going to
Love
the
it.
great retirement home in the sky. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, at least we have 20 more years with you.
Yeah, 140.
How old do you think I am?
I
Answer
believe
that very, very carefully.
Actually, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like
eternal.
like legitimately, I'm very bad at this to begin with.
Yeah.
And also, like, you could tell me that you are 45, or you could tell me that you're 25, and I would believe either one.
Yeah.
That's kind of the reaction I want. I want to look ageless and kind of terrifying, so at least I got one of them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's times I watch a show and I'm like, are they legally allowed to be drinking? And then there's times I'm like, oh, that bitch knows how to drink.
Yeah.
All right. Dylan, let's see. Garfield Twist and Hoot would like to know, have you ever tried to win an argument even knowing you're wrong?
Oh, all the time. All the
Yeah?
time.
Like
every argument I've ever been in.
Like which one? Because honestly, I don't think that ever happens.
You don't think I'm ever wrong?
Never, not once.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're probably right.
Yeah. That's exactly
so
what I
then
thought.
the answer is no.
That doesn't sound like you though, Dylan, honestly, now that I think about it.
That I'm never wrong?
It seems like sometimes you're wrong.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'll have to read the tapes.
You're the one who said that Dylan was never wrong, and now you're arguing that he is wrong sometimes.
Yeah, but I was just trying to like sink into the question, really.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. Whatever.
You did a worse job.
Okay,
than it originally was.
That's not true. Not true at all. But speaking of worse jobs, I'm going to go to you, Michael. Dold Gigger would like to know, how would you destroy all the planets in the galaxy?
How would I destroy them? I would grow to a very large size. I would put on a big purple suit of armor with a big helmet that has two like horns coming out of it. And then I would send my sentinel to scout for planets. And when he found one, or she found one, or they found one, I would go over there and I would just take all the life force out of it with my spaceship that drains all the life out of it, and then it would just turn to dust. And that is a completely original idea that I just had.
I know based on the Green Lantern movie, you're not describing Galactus because he's a big cloud.
Yes.
No.
Galactus is a big cloud.
Fantastic
in
Four
the Green Lantern movie.
Parallax, Galactus.
They are both big
They're both
clouds.
big
Why are
clouds
they
with
big
faces.
clouds in these movies?
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's harder to make than like just putting a person in a suit.
A big person eating the earth like a donut.
I mean, what's better than a space donut eater? But okay, B. Magnolia Thunder Pussy would like to know, what is...
That's a wonderful name.
It's the name of my
We have a lot of weird fans.
Can I request some normal named Patreon subscribers?
No.
Like what?
Never. What, like
You know how
Susan?
hard-
Karen?
Well, how fun would it be if
Absolutely
you were
not.
like, how fun would it be if it was like, oh, Seaman Moat asked this question, Shaquille Oatmeal asked this question, George asks this question.
Do you know how hard it is to get a username of George?
It's true.
No, I want
Usernames
the
are hard.
original George to subscribe to our channel.
Oh, the original George?
Yeah,
Kind
the
of,
original George. The OG first
Anyway.
George.
B.
Anyway.
Magnolia Thunder Pussy is very, they're allowed to have that name, and they would like
It's
to know,
wonderful.
your parents hate it when you do it, but you still do it. What is it?
Exist.
Aw. Yeah, good for you.
Up until 140, though, then your parents are happy. Okay, Dylan. Let's see.
I'll tell my therapist all about this later.
I have to exist, but only to 140 on it for money. Dylan, Dank Petrichor would like to know, how do you torture turtles to leave their shells? Oh my God. Okay, how do you torture turtles to make them leave their shells? I read that really gross the first time, and I'm sorry about that.
I don't know that it's... Oh, I don't like this question. I don't want to do that.
No. Think of it as like in a cartoon fashion. Like, what can you do to a cartoon turtle to make it just escape its shell?
make a pie that smells good enough that's got the finger steam and it like beckons them to the windows? I don't know. This is a kind of grotesque question.
Because in classic cartoons, the turtles are just floating around by their nose to the window pies. Okay, I mean that's fair. Hey, that's how you do it. That's okay.
Yeah. What do turtles eat?
Grass, like
grass,
cabbage,
I mean,
lettuce,
greenery, vegetation.
Okay.
Some turtles
Some
eat
bugs.
fish,
fingers.
Yeah, snappers.
Depends how big the turtle is.
Sticks.
Make a finger pie.
A pie full of
window
fingers.
pies. You know.
Would this cartoon turtle, like a real turtle, lose its actual spine when it left its shell? Because the shell is part of the turtle. It's not like a hermit crab.
I like when you choose to get literal, Mister. I'm gonna expand myself into space dust and eat donuts.
Dank Petrichor has some weird proclivities towards turtles.
I should read some of these before I put them up here. All right, I think that's enough questions for now. Unless you guys want another round.
I think so too. They're
Okay,
making me sad.
Yeah, we're gonna leave Dank Petrichor at that because thank you very much for bringing this entire show down to a screeching halt. Even though we're talking about cartoon dinosaurs, but now Jurassic World, Camp Cretaceous. So you watched episode 1, right? Season 1, episode 1. It came out in 2020, and it is in the same universe as the Jurassic World trilogy, which I guess technically is in the same universe as all Jurassic Park. So it is all a cinematic universe now. You saw episode 1, season 1. Michael Colby. What was that? What was that show about?
Well, it started off feeling like it might be exciting. There was a chase with a dinosaur, and an adult human died, and it looked like a child might die. And I was like, oh, even though this looks absolutely terrible, this might be pretty fun. And then I'm like, this looks like a fake video game in a cartoon. And then it was a fake video game inside of a cartoon. My least favorite thing of all time in any sort of media. And then we get to the character whose dad died. His big brother is taking care of him, I guess, while his mom's at work. He's obsessed with dinosaurs because him and his dad love dinosaurs. He's trying to win a ticket to go to Jurassic Island. And then he beats the game because he thought of the solution in a dream. And then he gets off the boat on the island, and there's a bunch of other people, Willy Wonka style, that have won opportunities to be on this island. And then they're going to leave the kids alone to their own devices on an island full of dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
What could go wrong?
And what could go wrong, really? So Dylan, when you saw that this was, I'm not sure if you realized that this was in the same universe as Jurassic World, but obviously the name is Jurassic World. Now, what were you expecting out of a cartoon about dinosaurs that there's movies made about?
I was expecting half-hour sequences of Boppy the T-Rex broke his toenail. Let's get him a splint. And then the T-Rex is like smiling the entire time. And a half-hour episode of like all the little dinosaurs escaped and we have to get them back. And then another half-hour episode of low-stakes, non-violent dinosaur cuteness.
And how do you think that compares to what we actually got? Based on what you...
The first episode adhered to that. The last episode got kind of weird. And in between, it was everything you might expect and not expect.
Yeah. I think that sums it up perfectly.
It is simultaneously everything and nothing like what you think it is.
B, now we meet a bunch of characters, right? We meet all, I think, 5 or 6 people that are going to take on this whole series together. Yeah. Who was your favorite of all the core characters?
Probably the kid that looks like he like needs his inhaler constantly. The one that looks like he'd be like really, really annoying and forgettable. Definitely my favorite because I'm also very, very annoying and forgettable.
You must mean the nervous germaphobe named Ben.
Yep, the nervous germaphobe, and I also need my inhaler.
Mhm.
Yeah, constantly. Yeah, I related to that one because I'm also a giant inconvenience to everyone around me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Whoever has been telling you this, I'm going to slap him in the jaw.
Just
Mike
my
Holby.
own brain.
Okay, well, I'm probably not going to hit that. Mike Holby, same question. Of all the characters we meet in the beginning, who's your favorite? Would it be the friendly cowgirl Sammy?
No.
The phone addict Brooklyn?
No.
The self-entitled VIP Kenji?
No.
What about the athletic loner Yasmina?
No.
The nervous germaphobe Ben?
No.
That was
Okay,
his name.
what about the dinosaur enthusiast Darius?
No.
So you don't like any of the characters on the
No,
show?
I didn't like any of these children.
Not one character does Michael Colby like.
No, it was one of those. It was one of those. Oh, as soon as you see this character, you know exactly how they're going to act for the rest of the series. And I know that this is a children's cartoon. Don't think I don't understand that this is a children's cartoon. But I
kinda think you
wanted
don't
all of these
understand this is a
children to
children's
get eaten
cartoon.
by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
All right, so you don't like the show or these people, but you do like Winx, A Fate Saga, just so that's in everyone's mind. Dylan, which of the main characters was your favorite as we hop into episode 1, Camp Cretaceous?
The same favorite main character that I have in every Jurassic Park entry. It's the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they're really the hero of the story here.
Love that lady. What a pair of legs on her.
Seriously.
Gorgeous.
thunderous eyes.
Yeah.
Stunning.
The only thing that can't be tamed by Chris Pratt's charm and whatever
Extended
else.
palm.
Hand waggle.
I don't think that particular frame of Dylan should be the thumbnail for this episode because
You don't?
no.
Okay.
Okay, so kind of a weird, fucked up question. Can I ask it?
Oh, yeah.
Relating to the T-Rex. All right, if you found the T-Rex attractive, is that bestiality or is that just being a monster fucker? Because it kind of has a personality, which most animals don't.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
if
just saying.
it's a real T-Rex in nature, bestiality. If it's a
Okay,
cartoon
but if it's
T-Rex,
cartoon,
dude,
monster fucking.
Yeah, you're in it.
Yeah.
Totally
Or
fair
what if
game.
it's, but what if it's
Fantastic,
the
good.
animatronic?
I will keep my body pillow then.
Mm-hmm.
What if
Yeah.
it's the animatronic actual T-Rex from the original Jurassic Park movie?
Oh,
so
that's,
it's on
Dave.
Angels.
And who isn't attracted to that lady? God.
that's funny.
And how
So
exactly
dumb.
would you fuck a T-Rex?
In the butt, dude.
I mean, I imagine very carefully, and slowly with roses and champagne. You know, romantic.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how.
You're gonna fuck her with roses? That seems.
You have to show her romance.
Yeah. Once you get consent, jam the roses right in there.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
With consent.
Okay, Albert Fish.
Dylan
Yeah.
is literally taking notes on how to have
Good.
sex right now. He's like, wait, roses in the okay, consent then roses. That's
Have you not
Consent.
seen... Oh, never mind.
I don't want to watch your fanfics anymore. Okay, so B, we're gonna hop down to season 5, episode 12.
Fuck.
The Nublar Six came out on July 21st, 2022. What do you remember from this episode? The Nublar
Very, very
Six.
little. I do remember they were running a lot from dinosaurs. And there was some kind of corporate bullshit happening because this is, I presume, America. There's always corporate bullshit happening. You know, of course the villain is a corporation. Of course we're going to take this cool scientific thing and corporatize it. Like, of course. And of course they're going to be the villains too. And I guess the main bad guy was the one rich kid's dad.
Mhm.
Right? Did I
Yeah.
hallucinate that?
No, I mean the rich kids' parents are
Admittedly-
always bad.
Great. Admittedly, I was watching this while I was cleaning. So I only remember so much.
Yeah.
But I remember they were running, and then there was like a remote control or something. Remote controlling the dinosaurs, and there was a Spinosaurus, and the Spinosaurus was like super bad because the Spinosaurus is always super bad. And something, the island exploding, except it didn't. They like tricked the guy into thinking it was exploding, so he would leave the island and the kids could just have the island. Only they like left the island and then went on to live their like separate lives, but then they like Zoom called each other regularly, and now everyone's dating each other. And there were lesbians.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
A lot of gay dinosaurs.
There were lesbians.
Yeah.
The cowgirl and the sport girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were getting
we'll
pretty friendly.
get to that soon. They had some intense scissoring scenes in the middle.
Hey, we're gonna get to that soon.
Yep.
Michael Colby, anything that B forgot either on purpose or not out of that last episode?
Besides the scissoring, no.
We're gonna get to that.
I have to admit that I was paying attention to this while I was watching it, but I also don't remember a goddamn thing about it. I remember the Zoom call at the end. I don't remember any sort of explosion. I remember the one kid's dad comes in and they're like, "No way, Dad, these are my friends now." And then his dad left, and then he stayed there, and then he lived with the main character kid from the beginning. And they were no, they wouldn't have been. They were best friends. Maybe the older brother and him were dating because the main character kid was entirely too young for dating.
I feel like he's probably dating their mom now.
Yeah.
He seemed like the kind of dude that would be like, "Well, I'm dating your mom. I'm your new dad." That was the vibe I got from him. I know he's supposed to be dating that like that what was her name? The one with the camera, the phone.
Phone girl.
Brooklyn. He was supposedly dating Brooklyn.
No, Brooklyn was from the Gargoyles show.
Was it not? Shut up.
No, you're right, B. It was the phone addict, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was supposedly dating her at the end, but I still feel like he was doing the mom. That's why she was letting him stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it was really like understated, but it was there if you look closely enough, which I didn't. I'm just assuming.
Dylan, other than the rabblings of Michael Colby around the scissor effect, what was it about this last episode that stood out to you? Was it the core being overheated? Was it the poisonous gases escaping? Was it the mind-controlled chips being blown up?
Oh, there was
it the Velociraptor?
There was poison gas.
Yep.
Someone gets eaten, but it happens off screen.
Still gets
because yeah, but I mean, come on.
Hey, it still counts.
It ends concurrently with the ending of Jurassic World Forgotten Kingdom, the second one.
Yeah.
With all the dinosaurs getting out of the house.
Yeah, who let the dinos out?
It ends with the kid looking up and he's like, "Huh?" And there's a dinosaur. There's like a brachiosaur outside, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was one of those.
Yeah. He hears a noise and sees the Brachiosaurus outside.
Brontosaurus?
And he goes, "What?" And then the credits roll.
Yeah.
And then it goes,
Michael Colby. So yeah, that pretty much sums it up, right? You got a bunch of kids that are on an island. They sit there for a couple years. Shit blows up because of Chris Pratt and his shenanigans, and then the kids leave. Now they spent a couple years on this island alone. These 6 or 5 thirsty ass kids. I'm gonna let you get into this scissoring if you want to, but I wasn't gonna ask about it. Well, please, what is it that these children...
You're gonna get so canceled.
What is these children do on this island, Michael Colby, that you thought was the most fascinating thing to talk about?
Well,
Even though you even said some of these kids are too young to date.
Yes, some
the
of
thing
them
you
are.
want to talk about the most.
Some
was
of
what?
them are.
And some
The
some are
three
not.
of them, the rich kid, and then the two girls who scissor all the time, were old enough. They're like 19 in the show. Now, the thing that I thought was most interesting was that the kids were also trying to mind control different dinosaurs, but they weren't trying to mind control dinosaurs that they could use for any sort of real like reason. Like it wasn't velociraptors, it wasn't T-Rexes, it was like ankylosauruses and like what do you call those things that look like horseshoe crabs?
Horseshoe crabs.
Horseshoe crabs. It was just all of these like useless herbivore dinosaurs, and they're like, all right, we can mind control these guys. What are we going to do with them? And it's like, let's make them eat some plants. It's going to be fun. And they just kept doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And what, like, why?
I mean, they were poisonous plants. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they made them die, but like, to what end?
Well, I mean, it was either death by plants or I think the volcano. But
the mind controlled ankylosauruses weren't going to do anything against the bad guys. Like, what do they call the big T-Rexes?
T-Rex.
Big T-Rex.
Yeah.
No, the megalosauruses or whatever that they
Oh,
invented
yeah.
for
Lasers.
the movies.
Ultronodon.
Yeah, the Ultronodons. I was actually asking you because I know that you're a person who watches things.
Okay.
Carnosaur?
Yeah, they made like this super huge Tyrannosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But nobody's going to tell me what it's called.
No.
The genetically altered one or the
Yeah.
real life one? Oh.
No, the genetically altered ones for the movies.
The Gigantosaurus.
Sure.
No, that is it.
No, it's not.
That is it.
The Indominus Rex.
No.
Yeah,
That's in the
sounds
first
right.
movie. That's in the other one.
The Giganotosaurus is in the third one.
But
That's
you
what
already
he's talking
said
about.
that they're all from the same universe, so
It's
yes.
the same universe. So
Yeah.
Dylan's wrong. Like I said
That's
earlier.
the
in
one that
question.
I'm thinking of. The one that ate all the pterodactyls.
Yep, the Giganosaurus. Wait, no, that's the water one. Anyway,
Didn't he like
the Mosasaur.
Didn't he like
The one
pluck-
that does that?
he's part of the water.
Yeah. He's like "Brr," and then he climbs the Empire State Building and oh no, wait, that's
Oh.
something completely.
Anyway, Dylan, Michael brings up a very good point that I
So
would
are,
like to
are you
talk
done?
about. Yeah,
Are you done?
I think he's done.
Great.
So we got a bunch of mind controlled
Just
dinosaurs, and since these children are quirky and they're into Jackass the show, they make these dinosaurs do some pretty weird stuff over these 5 seasons. What was some of the weirdest things you saw them make these dinosaurs do?
The skateboarding. When
Love
they made the skateboard park and they
Mhm.
play Goldfinger by Superman by Goldfinger, like Tony Hawk.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I think that
Loved
was
it.
rad. Yeah,
It was
pretty
pretty
rad.
rad. There was a lot of
That was-
attitude in that episode.
it was some ratitude. I agree. B, how about
Yeah.
you? Mind controlled dinosaurs, weird stuff they do. What do you got?
Oh, God. Probably when they made them. Oh, this is tough. I'm kind of debating for when they made the dinosaurs go for a swim, but realized most of them couldn't actually swim, were incapable of swimming, or when they made them do a what is it called when they eat each other?
Oh, human centipede.
No,
I guess dino centipede.
no, that would be fucked up.
Cannibalism.
No,
I think cannibalism.
cannibalism. It made them do a
yeah.
cannibalism. It was
Okay.
fucked.
They did one
was
weird
fucking
cannibalism.
weird. So it
weird.
was one of those two. Like these kids were fucked up.
They were, yeah.
They
And I'm
were
surprised
just
that-
like, oh, we care about the dinosaurs, but I mean, it's kind of fun to watch them eat each other. I think one of them had like a vor fetish.
there was some odd fetishes in the show, which is why I
There
thought Michael
was
Colby
a
would
lot of
like
weird
it.
shit.
Yeah, that's
A
true.
lot of weird shit. But yeah, no, it was one of those two, and it was sad.
Yeah, no, you're
These
right.
kids sucked.
They do suck. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
making dinosaurs scissor is a disgusting
That is,
act in itself.
yeah, that one was kind of weird.
Yeah. But Dylan, I'm sorry, go ahead. All right, Dylan.
Yes.
So thank you. In this show, we have a lot of hybridizations of animals, right? A lot of crossbreeding, a lot of weird shit to make sure that these dinosaurs can either, survive lava or poison gases or mind-controlled microchips. There's a lot of failed attempts at merging some dinosaurs. What was your least favorite failed attempt at merging dinosaurs?
It's when they try to merge the dinosaurs with the clones of the kids, and the kids find the lab. Like wandering through the lab with the flamethrower, and these kids are like teenagers. And there's that like human dinosaur hybrid on the table, and it looks over and it's just like, and then the kids are like crying because they see themselves in it. They're torching all of them.
Yeah.
They're just sobbing, and then at the end of the episode, they walk out of the burning building. You can see that they've just been emotionally hardened by the experience.
Yeah, that was pretty traumatic. Because honestly, seeing that baby like dino centaur, whatever they're called,
preserved in the vat,
so dinosaurs. I forget what they're called. That was filthy though. And honestly, if you're gonna merge animals, why just splice them half and half? It's like half brontosaurus, half human up top. That's filthy. Like get those genes spliced.
Doing it side to side was really weird too.
It was weird, but it lined up better than I thought it would.
Yeah,
but it's a cartoon.
They did make that into a coloring book, which was really weird.
It's really using the seam of that book. It's smart. Michael Colby, same question. Least favorite hybridization of animals in the Camp Cretaceous universe?
It was when they mixed the Stegosaurus and the shark, because they did have the regular sharks, but it had the shark, like it breathed like a shark. So, but it had legs. It had like the legs of the Stegosaurus, so it couldn't breathe when it was on the land. But it was when it was in the water, it couldn't move fast enough to breathe like a shark does. So they all just died.
Yeah.
But they kept doing it. It was like over and over and over and over and over. And it's like, why are you wasting your resources on this thing? You know it's not going to work. And then
it did look cool when they were swimming though, because it looked like a bunch of sharks, but it was just one.
It was just it felt bad. It felt bad to me, and then they tried to like ride each other, but they couldn't stand on the spikes from the backs. It was just, they looked cool though, with the Stegosaurus bodies and the shark heads.
You can see why kids thought of that, because it definitely sounds like a cool idea, like Stegosaurus, shark.
Yeah.
Sharkosaurus. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
Anyway, B, how about you? Hybridization of dinosaurs.
My least favorite?
Yeah, please.
I think it was when they like bred that like Tyrannosaurus. How the fuck is that said? Tyrannosaurus. That was it. With Trump. Do you remember that one?
The Trumposaurus.
It was really fucking gross, and it had like wispy, like feathery things like hair.
Yeah.
But like it was fake.
Yeah.
It was like it had its own wig.
It had the
tiny
claws.
Its own feather wig, the tiny claws, like tinier than normal Tyrannosaurus hands.
And they
very, very small hands.
They never mentioned it, but you could tell that it smelled terrible.
Oh, it smelled awful. They never said it, but like you could tell.
Yeah, it did have skin lines coming off of it.
Yeah, they did a great job animating it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little too good.
Yeah, I can definitely get behind.
Swear. What?
I could definitely get behind dinosaurs having feathers, but dinosaurs having fake blonde hair, I just can't do that.
Fucked. It was fucked, and like I could feel. I could feel like my rights being stripped away, like in real time while I was watching it.
Yeah,
it was nasty.
It was
uncalled for, honestly.
It was funny when the Brontosaurus pissed on it and it liked it. It was like, yeah, this is the best.
Yeah,
this is free. It's huge. Now, because this show is in the universe of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, there was random cameos that popped up just to make sure people knew that this was in that same universe. Obviously, you have your Jeff Goldblums and his brother Ryan Goldblum showed up in a couple episodes. But of all the weird crossovers or cameos from the universe, which one was your favorite? I'm going to go back to you, B.
Oh, fuck. I guess when they do you remember in the very, very first Jurassic Park? That one, I forget what it's called, the dinosaur with the frills that it eats that one guy by the Jeep.
Dilophosaur, yeah.
Whatever it was called with the poison spit. Yeah, where that one came back, and it was that exact same one because one of the characters was like, "Oh man, it's that exact same one that did the thing," and then it did a flashback to the dude being brutally murdered in that scene in Jurassic Park. But the dinosaur could talk this time, and it was voiced by Jack Black.
Yeah,
that one's my favorite.
I
really
always like
gave me
asking this
attitude.
question, but I know your answer always.
Yeah.
But I just want to hear. I just want to hear it. Yeah, I just got to hear it. Dylan, same question. Cameos.
I didn't like any of these cameos.
None?
No, there are tons of them.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody from those movies. But they all show up and they walk into the camera like, "Hey kids, I'm from the movies." And then he looks at the camera and he says, "Hey audience, I'm from the movies. Your parents look at this." And I'm like, at least give them a different script.
I thought it was clever.
Every single one of them had the same lines. And I'm like,
breaking the fourth wall or something.
Yeah, I get it. I recognize it from the movies. Okay. I don't know. It was just lazy.
Well, I mean, if you read the comments on those things, a lot of people are like, "Well, who's this character from? What is this a show from?" So, you see why they had to make them do that.
Yes.
Kids are dumb.
I did like when the Jeep shows up and it just goes, and you're like, oh, the subtitles say, "Hey kids, it's me, the Jeep from the movies." And I'm like, yeah, all right.
That's and it still had the water in the cup holder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still shaking. Colby, how about you? Do you have any favorite cameos or least favorite cameos, or just something you want to talk about a different actor?
My favorite cameo was the lawyer who gets chomped in half by the Tyrannosaurus on the toilet. Comes back, but he's just walking legs and he's just constantly pooping all the time because that's what happened when he died. He was shitting himself when he got eaten in half. So now he's just legs walking around and just leaving a trail of human shit behind him.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh, I know what Michael Colby's going to do. Because this thing is a scissor machine. Just sizzling and pooping is all these legs can do.
I would not scissor those pooping legs because that is just asking for a UTI.
He has standards, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says that on air, but trust me, off air, no standards. But Dylan, B brought up a good point about Jack Black being a voice actor. For some reason, even though these dinosaurs did not speak at all, they got some high-level voice talent to make these roars and chirps and whatever else the dinosaurs do. Who was your favorite voice actor, and what did they actually voice?
It was when they used archival voice recordings of Leslie Nielsen as the computer. But it was really, really chopped up. To make multi-syllable words, it was they cut multiple words out to get parts of words out. I can't even begin to imitate Leslie Nielsen's voice, but when he uses any of the lines from Naked Gun, it's all right. It's just neat to see.
Yeah, because they had a dinosaur. Because they had a dinosaur using stripped up lines from Naked Gun to make growling sounds. Yeah, I mean Leslie Nielsen is an iconic voice.
Yes,
or echoic, whatever the sound version of iconic is.
Echoic?
I think that's what it is, right? If something is like this, if it's iconic but it's not a visual, it's echoic. Is that not a thing? I'm not sure if that's true or not. Anyway,
I've heard that in my entire life.
Me neither.
Did I make that up?
You might have made that up.
I'm gonna write that down. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Trademark
Okay.
Jack Wiseman, 2002.
Yep, I call it comedy. Mike Colby, same question. Voice actor that is not Leslie Nielsen and is not Jack Black.
Well, this is a trick question because everybody knows that the only voice actor in Hollywood is Chris Pratt. So during the credits, it's like Chris Pratt as Jack Black as the Dilophosaurus, Jack Black as Leslie Nielsen as the computer, Chris Pratt as, you know,
okay,
Chris Pratt as Ashley Birch as the Ankylosaurus that was mind controlled into eating the poisonous plants and then died. So it's Chris Pratt because it has to be, because there's no other voices.
Yeah. No, that is fair. And honestly, his Italian accent's getting pretty on point.
Oh, it's so good. It sounds like the worst. It sounds like the worst Tony Soprano impersonation you've ever heard. And man, how great!
What was your
Super
favorite
awesome.
line that Chris Pratt said through anyone else's voice? I remember that one.
I like that one.
I'm trying-
But I think my favorite one
one's
was
pretty
"It's
good.
a Me, Mario."
It's a me, Mario. I like it. He
And
like
it
you
was
think he
weird
mailed it
because
in, but no.
Ben was the one who said that.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can tell it was Chris Pratt though.
Yeah.
How about you, B? Because
I mean,
now,
I guess Chris Pratt, but like, never
Yeah.
thought I'd say that.
I
I was going to say, like, because you know how the Spinosaurus is like the bad dinosaur.
Mhm.
I was gonna say when like Mark Hamill did the voice of the Spinosaurus because he always does villains and he's really good at it. But I guess that was just Chris Pratt fooling all of us once again.
Yeah, I love this show because I learned so much
Yeah.
about it. Like I thought that when Alec Tudyk was that drowning shark with the bubbling voice,
Yeah.
that it was actually Alan Tudyk.
So
But
did
no,
I.
apparently it was Chris Pratt
Chris
being
Pratt.
Alan Tudyk,
Yep.
being a drowned shark
Yeah.
thing.
Chris Pratt
Maybe
once
that
again
guy has
fooling all of
talent.
us. Or
What a talent.
fooling
Maybe
us
that
into
guy
thinking
has
he does.
talent.
Maybe that guy does have some talent, guys.
It's possible.
Now, Camp Cretaceous, obviously, it's a camp, right? First and foremost, kids got to go there and learn some stuff. Now, there's some quirky camp counselors that pretty much do not show up in season 2, and we all know why, which we might get into. But Michael Colby, who is your favorite camp counselor, and what happened to them?
My favorite camp counselor was the one they went into the barn. I forget what his name was, but they went into the barn, and then they had like a weird, awkward sex scene with another one of the counselors, and then Michael Myers stabbed through his back and into his chest with the pitchfork, and then chased the topless counselor up to the top of the barn and then pushed her out. Oh no! Wait a second. That was Halloween 5. Fuck.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't specific about what show the camp counselor should be from. I
Yeah,
meant camp
shit,
counselors
I don't
of Camp
remember.
Cretaceous.
I don't remember any of these counselors. Shit.
You're gonna pass? Pass. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Dylan, how about you? Favorite camp counselor, and what happened to him?
It's from the episode where it goes to the other side of the island and it follows the other camp members. Because, you have the main characters who are doing all the main character stuff. And it's like, but wait, we need to make this feel like a living and breathing setting. So it goes to the other side of the island where there's an entirely different group of kids. And they all get bit by like these prehistoric spiders and it paralyzes them. And their friends come over and are like, man, I guess they died. We should give them a burial. And they're paralyzed, but they're fully alive and alert and conscious. And they're getting buried alive. And it's all of these like 12-year-old kids getting buried alive while they're paralyzed. And just as the last shovel of dirt goes on, you see the paralysis start to wear off. And then the dirt covers their face and the credits roll.
That is my least favorite episode of Lost, and I hate you for it.
It's my favorite episode of this show, let me tell you.
Nikki and Paolo could go straight to hell. B, how about you? Do you have any favorite camp counselors? And do you remember what happened to them?
Well, I mean, Michael Colby stole my joke before I could say.
Clap.
I was going to say.
You were going to do a whole Halloween 5 thing too?
I was going to, yeah.
That's funny because I was thinking in my head, I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to try to get a different camp, and I was like, there's no other camps.
I mean, okay. I mean, there was
There are no other camps.
camp counselor Jason Voorhees. You know, yeah, that was fun. He's still kicking around. He's the reason why there are no other camp counselors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The counselor Jason.
Yeah. Jason Voorhees. Yeah.
He's a hockey fan. He taught the kids a lot.
Yeah, the kids love him.
He did put that one velociraptor in the sleeping bag and then slam it up against the tree like 9 or 10 times. That was pretty fun.
It was pretty fun. It was wacky fun.
That was some whacking fun. You're right.
Wacky.
Now, season 5 seems like it's the end of it, right? The shows are done. The movie's done. This thing blew up at poisonous gas. But apparently, there was some leaked scripts of a season 6. Don't know if it's going to happen or not. But if it does happen, what do you want to see in season 6 of Camp Cretaceous, knowing everything we know about the show? B, I'm going to start with you.
I would like to see more awkward, uncomfortable teenage romance and maybe do some like more shoehorned LGBT representation that has absolutely no buildup and seems to come out of absolutely fucking nowhere. I would love to see more of that. I think that would be awesome. That's exactly what the LGBT community really, really needs.
Yeah.
More forced representation without any actual substance.
That's true. I mean, if we know kids as we do, most of them say, "Hey, I'm a teenager and I'm probably gay," and that's good enough, right? That's good enough.
Yeah. Oh, look, these two are gay. They didn't hint at it once before, but I'll take it, sure. Because we fucking take what we get at this point. Christ.
I hear you. And honestly, if we're gonna make Camp Cretaceous great again, we need some more representation. Michael Colby. How about you, my friend? What do you want to see in season 6 of Camp Cretaceous?
I want to see the dinosaurs take back over the Earth. The humans are doing a terrible job. I want we saw the dinosaurs escape from the island, so I do want to see the dinosaurs kill every single last human and take back over, and then whatever they evolve into has got to do better than what we did.
But what are they going to do with all this Bitcoin?
It'll just disappear.
That's
the great thing about Bitcoin is that it's literally nothing. So it'll just evaporate and go away and nobody will ever think about it again.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that sounds pretty exciting. I'd like to see that. Yeah, Dylan, how about you? Season 6. What do you want to see?
Vampires.
You answered that so quick. There was no hesitation.
I want to see vampires.
That's literally his answer to every question.
Vampires.
Yes.
Dinosaurs that also suck blood?
Yeah.
Or vampires versus dinosaurs?
I want it to be like, it starts off and it's a completely different show. And it's like this old gothic castle and there's a vampire sucking the blood out of some chick. Just like, ah. And it's like, all right, I got human blood. This is great. Out the window, they see a brachiosaur and they're like, I'm going to fucking suck the blood out of that neck. That's the neck I want. And it goes over and sucks the blood out of the brachiosaur. And the brachiosaur grows fangs. And we follow the brachiosaur vampire. So dinosaur vampires.
Now, see, the interesting thing about vampires is that those are humans that are attacking our humans because that's crazy. But seeing dinosaurs attacking dinosaurs seems pretty natural.
Well, the dinosaurs would attack people.
Oh, okay. So the brachiosaurus
and dinosaurs,
the head of the size of a house is going to have vampire fangs and biting a human.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Even more terrifyingly, they can turn into bats.
Yeah. Oh, giant. Yeah. The pteranodons turn into bats and they get really small.
Yep. Very tiny bats.
I never thought I wanted a dinosaur vampire so bad in my life.
There you go.
And the best thing about that
hire me.
The best thing about that is get rid of the humans quicker. Like vampire dinosaurs are going to be able to kill humans at a higher rate than just regular dinosaurs.
Well, and then because the human vampires and the dinosaur vampires on the same side, they all have sex with each other.
Scissoring.
Yeah.
Fang scissors.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, if all the dinosaurs are like female, I'm just saying lesbian dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You know, Jurassic Park already had enough LGBT representation. They had a beautiful.
Are they stuck on representation?
Did I cut out?
You cut out.
Wait, did everyone cut out? Or was it just me?
Just you. You said representation
God.
and then nothing.
Okay, what part did I lose you at?
I don't think I gotten past representation, really.
No.
Yeah.
Which I think was a Jesus story. Is that not true?
Oh, I thought it was representation for lesbians.
Representation
Oh, it
with
was lepers
lizards.
Okay, lizard
yeah.
representation.
Lizard representation.
lesbian-
Lizard lesbians.
Yeah, lizard.
Lizard lesbians. Okay. I'm just saying, like the original Jurassic Park, we got the best LGBT representation there
Mm-hmm.
because all the dinosaurs were lesbians.
Yeah, and then
And
Chris
you know,
Pratt had
life
to turn into male
finds a way.
Republicans.
Yeah,
Life needs to
Yeah.
find a way. 'Cause
life finds
it's
a way.
It's getting pretty weird right now. Anyway, I think that has been our egregious review of Camp Cretaceous.
I thought it was great.
I thought it
It
was
was
great too.
awesome.
That's-
It was
I
spot
thought that's what egregious means. Now I need to ask you guys the most important question ever. Michael Colby.
Yeah.
Will you make time to binge this show?
Absolutely not.
B, will you make time to binge this show?
I can't even make time for my own self-care.
No.
I don't know. You look
So
pretty
no.
great. If that's a lack of self-care, I'm doing something way wrong here, but you're awesome. And I do something.
This self-care.
And just maybe give
Yeah.
us a call. Just call us if you need something. Dylan, how about you?
No.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to either. And I like dinosaurs. And this is a way to make dinosaurs boring and predictable
bit.
and not fun. And the only thing about dinosaurs is it should be grandiose and fun or dramatic or violent. But
Yeah.
if all you're doing
Or at least
really is
educational.
yeah, something. But if all you're really
Something.
doing is having some teen drama and weird internet rivals, I think you're really missing the whole point of what a dinosaur show slash a Jurassic Park world should be. So no, I'm not going to take any time to do this. If another season come out, I'm not going to pay attention to it whatsoever. But that has been us. We have been No Time to Binge. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to restructure the show a little bit. We're going to try to figure out a way to make this a little bit funner for everyone, including ourselves. But not Dylan, because he doesn't deserve fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, until then, if you want more of us, where could you find us? B, where can we find you?
So you can find my shows, Deep Lore and Is This Podcast a JoJo Reference, pretty much everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the good shit. You could also follow my cosplay Instagram if you want to be super cool. It's b.bethy. You just got back from a con, and I got this, which is cool.
Oh.
And that's all you need to know.
Oh, great. Literally Mike Colby's favorite word. That's awesome. Michael Colby, where can people hear you or find you?
Well, you can hear me on Jack Billings Presents Haunted Apartment Complex on the Podmoth Network. It's a scripted comedy show. It has all three of these fine folks on different episodes. You can also find me on PowerPoint Showdown on Some Nobody's YouTube channel, which you should be watching anyway, because this show is also there. And if you're only listening to this show, you're missing out on like not only seeing our beautiful faces, but also like some of the sight gags that we do. So probably just subscribe to the Some Nobody's YouTube channel.
Yeah, and if you're playing No Time to Binge Bingo, No Time to Bingo, I'm gonna work on that.
Wow.
Yeah, all right. No, yeah.
It's there. It's there
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's there.
I just gotta
Yeah.
work
You
on
know,
it.
I support that.
Because there's multiple bottles of wine for B, so you gotta do the blue
yeah,
stuff.
I put
agree.
it down to clap for you.
See, and I appreciate
Yeah.
that. That's why I keep doing the
Yeah.
show. Dylan, where can
Yeah.
people find you if they want to find you?
I haven't found myself. Haha. No, go look us up on Some Nobodies.
God.
Look up Some Nobodies on everything.
This is a sad show.
Silicon Angels, No Time to Binge, PowerPoint Showdown,
You're
YouTube,
stealing my bit.
Spotify. If I get there first, it's my bit.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then, yeah, everything Some Nobodies does, I generally am around,
Mhm.
usually.
That's true.
I'm more behind the scenes than Zach is. He's the face. For good
It's-
reason.
Yeah.
For
It's
good
the
reason.
It's the biggest one. That's it.
Yeah,
I just got the
absolutely.
biggest face on the show.
Got a
So
tiny
You do have a
face.
very big face.
I have a large face. It's
Yeah.
odd. I'm 5'0" Face is 3 feet of that. It's
Yeah.
odd.
And
But
I'm Vorpal words on all personal platforms.
Yeah, literally. Go to Twitter, spend your $8 and follow Dylan at Vorpal Words.
Don't spend $8. Don't give Elon Musk
You need to
$8 a
give
month.
him money, or else we don't know who's real on Twitter. And we need to know who's real on Twitter. And
Nobody's real on Twitter.
That's what the blue checks are for, Michael. Anyway, check out Some Nobodies. Check out Deep Lore. Check out Jack Billings. Check out Vorpal Words. And until next time, folks, listen, we really just have no time to binge anything. So we'll see you soon.
Oh.
Bye, B.
Bye.
Did you do that, Dylan?
No.
Well, I guess the show's over.
Dinosaurs went extinct because, and I quote,
And now for something completely different.
their farts turned the air trashy.
What I do is I look a woman up and down and I say,
I'm coming to join you, bitch.
Oh, that too far?
Oh, you want to get into things?
Well, I mean...
No. Let's get into things. Let's get real. Everybody, BoJack wants to get real. Cancel the bubble round, because we're getting real.